maybe a little bit more fight after laning phase before you get this inevitable ball up that Team Zero is going to present themselves.
Yes,
Now
or
select
a
your
different
heroes.
offlaner, and it's gonna be
Read to Team Zero's lineup that if the Darksman very even. So we'll see, but I like it.
like it. Is there a specific timing or item? While it's a bit more, greedy, as Dee said, so they will need more items. These are
Cinderman, how are you doing as we get started?
I'm good. I'm ready. And you know what? I was thinking during this draft, I was like, this is going to be the first game of this tournament we get to cast. And the Fiend, and it's on the big stage. It's a big and important game, this one. Obviously, round one to decide whether they can...
You just pick these heroes that you're very comfortable with just to get an idea of how the other team wants to play. Sometimes can work out quite well for you. But we can see that it is the Sand King versus the Timbersaw in the mid lane. Typically, Timber's not too shy on going melee versus melee, but it is a Sand King who kind of feels the same in general. How do you feel this matchup goes generally?
Yeah, it's fun to see, right? This used to be almost exclusively two offlane heroes. I mean, Timber has had his time in mid lane, to be fair, but Sand King mid is becoming a lot more popular right now. Historically speaking, Timbersaw would generally be getting the better of this matchup most of the time, but in mid, it's kind of strange, right? Because what ends up...
And fair under the tower here as he's gonna get ganked potentially. Ollie makes his way over. Astral Spirit is there. A couple Shadow Waves onto Jabs, gets the vacuum off. The Echo Stomp connects, but have the snowball to save temporarily. Ponlo makes his way over as well. ZZQ trying to run away, but the first blood is going to be onto the Shadow Fiend. That is not what you want to see if you're Team Zero. They're going to lose the Dark Willow as well, as ZZQ attempting to run out. A couple stacks of sticky napalm though, and even Lornoff has made his way over here. So eventually will be yet another kill for Aurora. Great start to the game for them.
Dire's top tower.
Yeah,
It's going to be delayed even more, but he will die.
It's a very good sequence. This is one of the things historically you used to do a lot against safe lane Shadow Fiend. You mentioned...
While on the cliff is ZZQ, we'll be able to snowball it down, but he's just going to be brought down into the tier 1. Attempting to run away, but the flame break and now the surround tactics should be a kill for Aurora.
Is under attack.
It's taking them quite
It really is. It
Oh, they
really
got him. Okay. All right.
A lot of stacks here, by the way, by the Bat Rider. So we saw the
Breakthrough for Aurora, I think.
well, smokes will connect. Chakram's going to split the uprights. No damage done. Trying to chase out this Dark Willow. Ponlo trying to use the Terrorize. Will do so, but Burrow Strike. Looks like the Dark Willow falls regardless. So still 5-0 Aurora. No kill to Team Zero's name. Very fittingly, I suppose, with their actual team name. I feel like Team Zero's not even that far behind. Gonna get chased here. Wall was used as yes sir. I'm gonna cover the tier 1. We'll get some TP support in the form of 7E. Gets off the Burrow Strike jabs. Pretty fast, but looks like the Surge runs out. Now we have a good old-fashioned team fight as 7E gets deleted. Requiem in the cover. We'll use that in a defensive measure. The power shot hits both heroes, slowing them to a crawl. Lasso onto the Shadow Fiend, and ZZQ looks to be next. This is going to be 8-0 Aurora.
Thanks for playing Dota 2.
Yeah, they're bringing the numbers and just flat out outplaying.
As we're going to see the initiation. Lasso onto the Centaur. Beyond pops the Stampede with the Blade Mail activated as well. Now he's very slow. Will they catch him? Flame Break gives them a bit of a boost. Nobody's coming to aid you, my friend. That is 9-0 Aurora. As Team Zero continuing to not find it. You're going to see Epicenter potentially used here on the side from 7E. Will not use it in the end. Burrow Strikes outside of the wall. And ZZQ with the drinking buddies, getting a little bit extra speed there. Lornoff forcing them out completely.
Yeah. Just really playing to its strengths right now. He understands how much... Actually, I don't think the matchup's that concerning in general. Okay, this is quite the dive.
Yeah, and that's a very tanky hero. They really want that first kill. That is the last one you probably go on, though.
Yeah.
So they're going to wrap around here. Fortification was popped. Beyond's going to be using that beautiful Centaur passive to do some damage to this tower, and it'll end up resulting
Radiant's middle
in a
tower
tier 1 kill.
So he is going for the pipe on Centaur.
Oh, interesting.
It's not bad, but it was the debate between this and Crimson, right? And I distribution of gold, right? You're always gonna have to feel it out. Q.
Oh, Beyond, he gets initiated on. See the Brambles though connecting. Looks like this Bat Rider will be the first kill of the game for Team Zero. They are on the board officially. Terrorize will be used basically on Lornoff as 7E just barely gets out.
He almost killed himself stunning into Timber. He just took like 700 damage by going next to him in his Sandstorm and Epicenter combo. And Timber was barely tickled. Counter stun as well, so...
Oh wow, this is fast. Yep. All right.
Shadow Fiend's always been good at this with his aura. 4 points in Presence plus Mask of Madness. And obviously happy to have the Specialist Array, not particularly helping here, but just fancy it. They're not going to be too late.
Power shot.
Oh, almost stole it.
Okay, almost stole it, but yes sir, gets the Aegis. Be able to kill off the Tusk right off the bat, and I think Team Zero will...
Oh, he makes the chain,
Lornoff, no Timber Chain for you. Gets hoof stomped and will die mid-Timber Chain. That is a huge kill for Team Zero, but at the same time, they've lost their Sand King, and they're going to lose their Centaur as well. So 4 for 1, you do maintain Aegis control. What's that worth?
All things considered, that is a relatively even exchange, I would say. I mean, the goal rather have the Willow. Yeah, surely.
1K lead, despite it being 13-2.
Yep.
Very odd.
Yep, good farm. They have the Tormentor advantage, right? So there's some dead gold that is still available for the Radiant side if they were to get their own. Aurora, now, you're a little...
Force a Nullifier on Team Zero to be able to counter that? I mean, it is a really good counter. I guess a Eul's would be...
Yeah, I think Eul's, and I think the name of the game for the Dire lineup right now, for the most part, honestly, is to control Lornoff but not commit for the kill. I think it's almost... I'm not going to say it's impossible to kill him, but man, they need a lot to get him.
Speaking of shards that you don't really want.
Yeah, this is not particularly great on support bet. That is 1.5.
Lasso actually pops a Shadow Realm.
Is he
attempting to TP out, but the vacuum is there to cancel, so Ponlo will eventually die. Team Zero, again, another death to their name, but not really falling that far behind. Really crazy. They will attempt the Roche, and it looks to be theirs for the taking.
Yep.
Team Zero not going to contest. Not sure if they're even completely aware of this.
Oh, they are. Oh, maybe a smoke.
It's too late if they try, but the Lasso Q onto Ponlo. The counter initiation from beyond gets the hoof stomp into the double edge. Not going to slow him a bit. You can see Team Zero maybe potentially trying to run back here. The vacuum is there. Shadow Fiend ult used as well. Echo Stomp is there, but the hoof stomp finally comes out from beyond, but he just gets destroyed along with the Dark Willow. Yes, sir, is dead. And that leaves one member of Team Zero alive, and that is 7E. BKB about to run out. That looks to be a full team wipe, an ultra kill for Lornoff. They lose the Aegis, but nobody else died.
Yeah, the replay here, right? They go on the... There's the Centaur Stomp onto Bat, so now you've exchanged some spells, but Centaur is now in a compromised position. This Requiem is at best. It's just blocked by the pipe. And in the meantime, this Windbreaker is just going absolutely to town together with Lornoff, just winning on damage, right? Both teams are tanky, but one of them just hits harder.
Yep, and now that has opened up the game. This score now kind of feels right.
I actually don't
Day-3
know.
Savage getting gone on. We'll pop his ult in a retreat with the BKB.
This is awkward.
Not really going to connect, but the Ice Shark blocks him in, but destroys the Tusk. But eventually they do find the Windrunner. 1 for 1, definitely good exchange for Team Zero. They're going to need a few more of those to get back in this game, though.
Easy answer to your question. Cast your spells better. But
okay, well there you go.
Ponlo
gets gone on again. This time dies within the Shadow Realm. A 7E cancellation of the teleportation.
Oh, he's gone.
And he is a goner as well. So 2 quick kills for Aurora.
Yeah, so in a little bit more detail,
and we got the
defend here. So Crimson Guard will be deployed to delay this. They need to buy a lot of time for the Sand King. I think defending without him is more or less impossible.
Yeah, it could be a Rax here. 20 seconds. That fortification.
Q going into it. Didn't find it though.
Hoof Stomp actually does hit, but Force Staff gives them enough space to get away. Fortification is finally popped, so they'll get the tower. Now the Sand King is alive. Do Aurora stay?
I guess on second thought as well, when I look at these lineups, something we maybe haven't thought about enough is if you look at Zero's damage breakdown, it's a ton of magic damage and it's a lot of spread damage, right? Raises, Requiem, Sand King and Centaur's a lot of like spread magic damage over time. You don't have that big single target burst. So the first pick Timber saw, was he actually addressed at all, right?
True.
The reason it's difficult for them to access the fights the way that they want is if Aurora constantly just offer them up one target, it doesn't feel easy just seem unable to pierce through them.
Beyond, he's initiated on again. The Shiva's popping. Look at the Chakram just rip him a new one. 7E. See the buyback onto the Centaur to get back in this fight as fast as possible. Echo Stomp delaying everything though.
Man, so much damage in the backline too. SF and Sand King both popping their BKBs. Tusk is down to half.
Satanic, so it doesn't really have to worry about the Blade Mail as much. You can just pop that in time.
Oh yeah, he is big.
As Q, looking for an initiation. Okay, that was all over the place. Lorna pops the Shivas, finally finds the Tusk. That's gonna be an easy, clean kill. Ponlo on the cliff as well. That's a double for 23 Savage, as it will likely just prepare for this Roche and 7E. Do they have the vision? They definitely do now, as Q continues to pursue. He's left to his own devices and eventual death. Yet another kill for Aurora, 26-3, right on the doorsteps of Roche number 3. The old Agony.
I'm okay with Bat as well, but I think Windranger is the safer choice.
For sure, it's safer.
Hasn't popped it in just yet. So maybe they are discussing it. Okay, there we go. Now he's going.
I'm carried.
3 number 2. And this one, unless Team Zero mount an incredible defense here, might go down as one of the more one-sided games of the tournament so far. Not one of the shortest, mind you, but really, Zero haven't really strung anything together in this 40-minute game.
No, they have not. Sheepstick on to Yes Sir. This will be an easy racks for Aurora as they reposition. Still 4 minutes on that 80.
I think one potential play that they have, which is quite a commitment, is to go in for a stun into offensive pike from Shadow Fiend. Like,
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
you catch someone, Shadow Fiend gets multiple attacks off, and you try to use that as a single target, quote-unquote, burst, but I just don't think it's enough, man. I think these heroes are too tanky. We'll see if they do it.
Okay, Aurora to start. Still got to burn right through this Aegis. It's okay. Snowball is going to save him temporarily, but the Whirlwind is doing so much damage. Beyond goes in with the Stampede. In fact, has the cart. Didn't even realize that. Shadow Fiend very useful inside that cart. He's a demon in a cart. This is a fantasy game. Mid lane goes the way of Aurora. And still no kills are to be had in this fight at all.
I mean, at least they drove around the king on his throne, right? Unfortunately, he was shooting with a water gun, so it didn't really matter.
Workhorse for the win, okay? Putting everything onto this Timber Saw, but look at the damage again from 23 Savage. Sand King is dead in the blink of an eye. Yes, sir, trying to use his ult, but will back away instead. Q looking for an opening, not finding one yet. As the Sand King buys back into the game. Still has his epi to work with. But Lornoff just seems impossible. Look at his...
He is invincible.
A heart on top of everything else now. His sorority at half HP.
Oh, they're gonna try,
Is activated.
No. Faking out the epi. Is he actually gonna go for it? No, now he got Chakra.
No, he will never use it the rest of the game. That's my call. 23 Savage of the Whirlwind. Yes, sir. Getting to the high ground, but brought back to the low ground and insta-gives himself. 3 dead, just like that, and the game is over. Aurora completely stomps Team Zero in this game number 1.
Yeah, I mean, there isn't really much to write home about, is there? They just got absolutely crushed. I really like everything Aurora did in this game. I think the first big step toward